Are you sick of your ute tub leaking like a Timu Titanic? I have the solution for you. A dust seal kit for about $200. Now, if you're lucky enough, you've got something like a Ford Ranger, Wild Track, they've got them built in, that something like this Shark doesn't, so I'm gonna give you a run through. See the large gaps running up the side of the tub, down along the bottom, and then back up here. And there's the after. Right, so the kit that I got, this is what it included. You've obviously got the left and the right pieces here, so that's where the seal can actually attach to on the left and right of the tub. Two different types of washers. You've got your alcohol swabs, your rubber seal, your double-sided 3M tape, your Misso's Best Hairdryer. You're gonna win brownie points using that, obviously. It's got a steel mounting point to go in here for the actual seal to go on. Now, because I'm a good country basketball player, maybe don't use your Misso's hairdryer. Now, disclaimer, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the guys shipped directly from China. As you can see, that is completely squiffed, so I'm gonna have to bend that back because the packaging was a little bit naff when I picked it up. Now, prep or mise en place for you fancy buggers is always a key to getting a good result. First step is cleaning everything down. Get your alcohol swab or your sticky promoter, get your metal base. We're gonna clean that off. We're gonna put the double-sided 3M tape on that. Then we're gonna wipe the lip of the tub second, and then we're gonna stick that down. You can tell which will be the base of that metal strip because when you dummy fit it onto the tub, you see that lip goes around the hex bolt just there. So you just obviously flip that over and we'll clean that surface first. Pretty simple step here, just peel a little bit off just like a roll up and just slowly start from one edge all the way down. Then just around a bob at the end, nice clean cut. Now if you're a little bit OCD like myself, just tidy up that little bit that's gonna go around that nut. From there, you want to grab your cleaning device, go all the way along the strip so we can get maximum adhesion for that base plate. Even with a clean tub, this is the crap that I got off. Peel the fory off, flip it over, make sure you get this perfectly lined up. Remember, you've got that recess that will go into those nuts. I use my thumbs just to line that up. Press it down. Then we get some heat onto her. That's where the Misso's hairdryer comes into it. Or if you're a smart man, maybe a $20 one from Kmart. Now I have one of these new fandangled hybrid utes, so I can plug that into the tray. Away we go. We're just gonna heat it up on the way and then put pressure as we go. Right, if you're now fitting this to a Shark, you're gonna have 5 bolts to take off. We've got the locking lash, we've got 2 up here, we've got 1 down here, and then we've got 2 more on the anchor point. As you can see here on the actual block itself, 1 down the bottom, 2 at the top. Those 2 there will then go on the anchor. Now you won't have it, but you will need a 10mm socket or a spanner. Now if you've got a Shark now, go for the bottom bolt, just adjacent to the retail light. Right, now moving on to the anchor point or tie down point. Like all good projects, you're now going to swap to a 13mm. Are you a little pedantic like me? I laid the bolts out and the way I've got them and sort of the way that they actually fit back into the thing I'm pulling apart. Right, we're still on the driver's side. Now we're going to bolt it back together. We're going to go everything back in and then we're going to go silicone washers on the ute body side. Right, before we tighten, double check the placement. Make sure everything fits nice and well. Happy with the locking latch, switch back to your tenor and tighten her off. Same principle with the bottom right, except for I've just added one of their washers in because there's a little bit of space that I wasn't comfortable with and then tighten it up with a socket. Same again with the anchor point, we'll go finger tied up and then finish it off with a ratchet. One thing to note, you see, I actually have one of the factory fitted BYD roller shutters, so you have this extra piece of steel coming down. I've got the dust kit box just slid in behind it and then line them up. Right, so there's the driver's side block, fully fitted, back on, ready to go. And obviously that rubber seal going there. Let's move on to the passenger side. Same 5 bolts with a pair of Harry Potter, make them pop out. Kit box on. If you get the roller shutter, just slide that in behind. Same as the driver's side, we've got the silicone washer on the metal body side. Same at the bottom, silicone on the metal body side, 2 washers on the outside. Lastly, onto the anchor side, switch back to your 13mm. And because I've got the roller shutter, just got to give it a bit of pressure just to line it back up. Now, because the bracing on my shutter is actually pushing against the bolt, just got a pair of scissors wedged in there just to take that pressure off so it's easy to get in. Now, as you can see here, mine's a little bit skew, obviously damaged in transit or something like that. So I'm just going to grab a mallet and just bang that flat, or the rubber seal will have a big lump otherwise and probably cut under there. Like everything we need it, I can't find my mallet, so a hammer with some foam will have to do. Now I'm going to close my tailgate so I get a really good line up with the rubber seal. We'll use our Chinese cleaning device, get that prepped, and then we'll crack on from there. Start from the top of the dust seal box, work your way down. Thick side towards the tailgate. Then once you get to the top, either use some scissors, standing knife, etc., and just even that up to the top. Now the biggest weakness I see with this, if you put a lot of material in the back, dragging it over, it's obviously going to tear that straight up, because I noticed the 3M double-sided tape isn't that strong. I could almost pull it back off with my hand, so ideally I'd probably want to weigh the whole thing down and let that sort of cure for 24 hours, but overall that's going to save a crap load of water and dust getting into the old Titanic back. So there you have your unload weapons. Try that again, hopefully it won't fall. There you have it, your unload weapons. Hope you enjoyed it. Easy fix to stop some of that dust and water getting into your tray.